So, I want to talk about Nevada. What's going on with Nevada? Here's an update about Nevada. The early caucuses, if you're voting for Bernie, 1, 2, 3, because early caucusing, you get to choose up to 3 to 5 of the top 3 or 5 candidates that you like. But if you say Bernie, 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 then it won't count. They're going to throw your ballots out. You're also going to have to wait in long lines. And if you want to vote for Bernie for it to count, vote for Bernie, then vote for unaffiliated, then vote for unaffiliated again if you only want to vote for Bernie and nobody else but Bernie. But you won't lose anything by picking a second or third choice vote. That's only if Bernie doesn't make it past the 15% threshold, which he will. So your one single vote for Bernie will count unless, he doesn't make it past the 15% threshold in your precinct. Then it'll go to the next thing. It's best just to go to the damn caucus if you can. But if you can't, make sure you fill out your ballot right, because Nevada, the elected officials are throwing out Bernie, Bernie, Bernie. That means you voted incorrectly. You can't vote for, the same person over and over again like that. So that's an update. So make sure if you're in Nevada, make sure you vote correctly if you go to the early caucuses. Some background and information, some news, just some what's going on in Nevada. So in Nevada, 13% of the people are poor in Nevada. That's more than 1 out of 10 Nevadans are poor. Carson City is the capital of Nevada. The 7th largest state in America in terms of size is Nevada. It's 111,000 square miles. Nevada is a silver state. Officially, it's a silver state, right? So I guess a lot of silver mines. Unofficially, Nevada is the sagebrush state and the battle-born state. It was admitted into the Union in 1864. The motto of Nevada is all for our country. Their state bird is the mountain bluebird, and their state mammal is the desert bighorn sheep. So February 21st, the day before the Nevada caucuses, Donald the Führer is going to make America great. He's going to have a rally one day before, right? He's going to have a Make America Great rally. One day before the Nevada caucuses. So basically, he just has to get the attention no matter what. He did the same shit for both Iowa and the New Hampshire elections. So, doesn't Donald, have some work to do? Like, as president, you'd think he would need to do some White House work. But he's going to give his Make America Great rally at the Las Vegas Convention Center that could hold 2,500 people on February 21st, one day before the caucuses, right? So he just keeps trying to force himself into the conversation. I think you're going to win the caucuses on the Republican side there, Donald. You need to chill out. You're doing a little too much. You're just doing too much. Right now in Nevada, there's a petition that was filed to recall the governor, Steve Sisolak, for being too progressive or something when it comes to banning bump stocks, enacted red flag laws, legalizing marijuana. So Steve Sisolak, the petition just, was filed. Are they going to get enough signatures? Probably not, so it's probably not a serious thing. Nevada is the last place for education. So Nevada sucks when it comes to education. South Carolina, West Virginia, Kentucky, Colorado even talks about how in the nation they get financed on the bottom. So Colorado, Alabama, education just seems to be sucking all across America. There was a bear that was spotted in a tree. That was a headline in Nevada. They saw a bear in a tree. So there's bears, that climb in trees in Nevada. Clark County, 10 a.m. early voting. This already started. This is Las Vegas. You fill out the top 3 to 5 candidates on a paper ballot, then place it into a secure box. One voter named Ted Workman had stood in line for 2.5 hours to vote. He said that primary election is more efficient, so he would prefer a primary, but he said that Donald supporters had stood in line forever in Nevada, 4 years ago, so that's what we must do. We must stand in line for hours, too. Lots of long lines in the early caucus centers in Nevada. There's an undisclosed number of Nevadans quarantined for the coronavirus. There's 13 total recorded cases in the U.S., apparently at least one in Nevada. Democratic majority for Israel PAC, they have begun to purchase ads attacking Bernie Sanders. This is the same anti-Palestinian super PAC, a.k.a. dark money, that was fucking with Bernie Sanders in Iowa, too. So the Democratic majority for Israel PAC. In the commercial, it talks about, I have some concerns about Bernie Sanders' health, considering he did have a heart attack. Yeah, and thank God he's still around. Thank God we still have him and his good name to organize and rally around. Can he win in the general election? He's just old and just about dead, right? Karen Bruce is the one that said that. And then in the commercial, the Democratic Majority for Israel PAC, they don't mention Palestine. They don't mention Israel. They just keep saying, like, I don't think he can beat Donald. He just won't beat Donald. He just, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Iowa, they won't vote for a socialist. He's just wrong for Iowa. He's wrong for Iowa, except for Iowa, you know, either voted for him number 1 or number 2. So Iowa clearly loved him, so clearly the Democratic Majority for Israel don't know what the fuck they're talking about, spreading a bunch of lies. But they said it over and over again. I just don't think Bernie can beat Donald. When it comes to beating Donald, I don't think Bernie can do it. Bernie can't beat Donald. Bernie can't beat... But of course he can. Bernie's the only one that can beat Donald. 34-year-old Eric McAuliffe of Rockland had died. This is some tragedy as a paraglider. The California Highway Patrol had airlifted Eric McAuliffe of Rockland, the paraglider, out from some woods near Royal Way and Cavalier Rise, north of the Truckee Airport. So there's paragliding in Nevada, but it's dangerous. So that's what that tells us. So they got their fair share of tragedy, they got their fair share of poverty, they got their fair share of electoral problems. But I'm optimistic and confident. So come on, Nevada, I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Bernie Sanders all the way. Run, Bernie, run. Bernie, vote for Bernie, 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 Bernie. Burn, baby, burn. Peace.